So this is our first time doing this together.
It is.
Right?
I'm excited. Yeah.
I am excited too.
You've been doing this for so long, and it's so important and personal to you and to me. But how did you get involved in the beginning?
1998. It was the fall, like it is now. We walked down at Lower Manhattan. Like at the very tip of Lower Manhattan.
Right.
And I felt they asked me to do this, and my father only months before, in June of 1998, had died of this.
Wow.
And he died of Lewy body, which is a type of dementia. I felt like my father was on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And when I come back here and do it again, I feel like my father's on my shoulder and saying, that's the way to go.
Well,
How about you?
Well, 2019, I was first introduced to the organization, and I loved being part of it because I too personally was impacted by it. My grandfather died of Alzheimer's in 2016, and I remember one of his favorite things to do. Upstate New York, he lived with a view of Seneca Lake. This is a tiny town, Dundee in Yates County. He used to love to sit on the back deck during the fall and watch the leaves on the banks of the Seneca Lake turn. And I'm getting emotional thinking about it, but every time fall comes around, I look at the leaves and I think it's like a message.
And that will be burnished in you forever, really.
So every time I'm around CaringKind, it's so important to me to remember other families going through similar things and to think they're not alone. And that's what's so great about this organization.
35 years they've been doing this, and the focus has always been on who takes care of the patients. And it is, what I love about this is that the whole process of taking care of a patient, whether you're a professional or a family member, is so uber personal, right? It's focused on the individual, and all of a sudden you come here and you think, okay, so we're not alone,
right.
And we're dealing with all of these other people who are mired in this very difficult procedure that can last for a long time.
And it's not just the emotional and physical toll it takes on the caregivers, but it's the financial toll as well. $600 billion in unpaid sort of care. They don't get reimbursed for that across the country, which is just a staggering amount. And so when you can have an organization like this, I just feel like you got to figure that alleviates some of the stress and the difficulty that these families are going through.
One more thought, Michael. I remember in 1998 when I first started, people here who ran the organization would tell me, this is going to be an epidemic. And New York is going to be hit hard because there are so many people who want to retire here. They're getting older, they're baby boomers. It's going to be their turn. And I thought, oh, come on, it's, really? And I'm in my head. And sure enough, that's exactly what's happening. So, and the other thing I think of is, the lesson is that we're not alone, and there's so much tension in the world. So many people are scared and worried, and I want to say you're not alone. Just like if you're taking care of people with Alzheimer's, you're not alone. And it's a powerful message.
It is. I'm thrilled and honored to be a part of it.
Me too. Glad you're with me. Glad I'm with you.
Now it's gonna be a good day.